Hey everyone, it's Legends of Mystery. Now gather round, because tonight we're diving deep into the shadows, into the back of your mind, the place where fear makes its home. I'm talking about the creepiest, most unsettling experiences of my life. These stories are the ones that have stuck with me, the ones that still send shivers down my spine. You know, the kind that makes you double-check the locks at night. Buckle up, because tonight, we're confronting the darkness head-on. I was just a kid, 12 years old, in a Walmart bathroom. You know the feeling, the fluorescent lights humming, the echo of nothingness? I was in a stall and everything felt off. Like something was watching me. I know, it sounds like the start of every bad horror movie, but I slowly looked up at the neighboring stall, and there he was. An old man standing on the toilet, peering over, his eyes wide and unblinking. That image seared itself into my brain. For years, bathrooms, especially public ones, filled me with this primal dread. Even now, the memory still sends a chill down my spine. Imagine this, 10 years old, trapped in a nightmare. A giant severed hand, veins pulsing, jagged bone at the wrist, chasing me through an endless maze. I woke up in a cold sweat, heart pounding like a drum solo. Needed to pee, obviously, so I stumbled to the bathroom, flicked on the light, and there it was. The hand, just like in my dream, reaching for me from the darkness. My scream must have woken the dead, but then, the world snapped back into focus. False awakening. I was still in the nightmare. That feeling, that terror, it lingered long after the sun rose. This one hits hard. It was the night after we put my dog Vesely down. He wasn't allowed on the bed, but you know how dogs are. The minute we'd leave, he'd be up there, curled up in the blankets. We had to put him to sleep early that morning, so my mom hadn't made the bed yet. We came home heartbroken, and my mom started on chores, making the bed first. I was in there with her, and the bed was perfectly smooth, blankets tight. Chapter 3. Vesely's Goodbye, continued. We went to the living room, turned on the TV, just the three of us, completely alone in the house. An hour later, my mom went back to her room and let out this blood-curdling scream. The bed, the one she'd just made, was a mess. Blankets twisted, sheets pulled halfway off like someone had been wrestling in them. It stayed like that for days, then just stopped. My parents think it was Vesely saying goodbye in his own way. Chapter 4. The Cottage Intruder. Picture this. I'm in my university years, spending the summer at our cottage, miles from anyone. It's 11 p.m., I'm watching TV, when a semi-truck pulls into the driveway. Headlights blaze through the windows. I'm alone, no cell service, and this massive truck is just idling there. Did I hide? No. I grabbed the biggest butcher knife I could find and stormed out onto the porch ready to fight. Turns out it was just my neighbor. He'd forgotten I was staying there and told his trucker buddy it was fine to park overnight. Can you imagine? Me, standing there in my pajamas, wild-eyed, brandishing a butcher knife, and this poor trucker is just trying to tell his wife goodnight. I bet he still tells that story. Chapter 5. I was 14, walking home from school. My best friend and her dad dropped me off, saw me at the front door, and kept driving. As they pulled away, they noticed him. A man who had been mowing the lawn earlier was now creeping up the side of my house towards me. They slammed the car into reverse, laid on the horn, and the guy bolted. I was just standing there, oblivious, until I saw their faces. The fear in their eyes told me everything. That was the day my world changed. Chapter 6. This one's different. Not ghosts or monsters, but terrifying nonetheless. I was getting into my car when it hit. Loud whispers, my head spinning, everything going haywire. I ripped the keys out, stumbled back into the restaurant where my friends were, and that's it. Blackness. Woke up to paramedics, blood everywhere, no memory. Turns out I had a massive seizure, out of nowhere. No history, no warning. The not knowing, the complete blank in my memory, that was the scariest part. Chapter 7. Late evening, riding my bike home. A big guy in sunglasses walks towards me. "Mind if I ask you some questions?" he says. Alarm bells went off. "Sorry, gotta go," I mumbled and pedaled faster. A block later, red light. I glance back. He's running full speed towards me. I've never pedaled so hard in my life. Blocks flew by, my legs burning, but every time I dared to look back, there he was, gaining on me. Didn't stop until I slammed through my front door, heart trying to escape my chest. To this day, I have no idea what he wanted, but that raw terror, the feeling of being hunted, it stays with you. Chapter 8. The Eyes in the Darkness. Sleep paralysis. If you've experienced it, you know. Woke up from a nightmare, stumbled to the bathroom. My girlfriend followed, asking if I was okay. I looked in the mirror, then at her, and my blood ran cold. Where her eyes should have been, there were just black voids staring through me. And then she spoke. "What's wrong?" she asked again, her voice like ice. That's when I woke up for real. My girlfriend was also waking up, asking what was wrong. I was shaking, terrified to look at her until the lights were on, until I could see her real eyes. Sleep is supposed to be restful, but that night it felt like the enemy. Chapter 9. Thank you for reading. Share the creepiest experiences of your life in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more creepy content. And as always, leave your own creepy experiences in the comments below. Who knows? Maybe your story will be featured in a future video. Until next time, stay safe out there. You never know what lurks in the shadows.